In the previous lesson, Harris drilled into us the power of repetition and confirmation. A single wrong direction nearly sent me to the wrong wall, and Maria almost fastened the wrong clamps. Harris's warning was sharp. Repeat, confirm, report words are tools. Use them wrong, and you may as well throw a live wire into water. That day taught us that misheard instructions could build disaster. Now, Harris promised we would face the next danger in clear speech, the kind that confuses tools and cripples crews. The site roared with morning noise, drills whining, steel beams clanging, and shouts echoing across the skeleton of the building. Dust floated in the air like smoke. Harris stood with us near a stack of toolboxes, his eyes scanning, waiting for the inevitable mistake. Yesterday, he said, you learned to repeat and confirm. Today, you learn the cost of unclear speech. One wrong word on a job site is as dangerous as touching a live wire. Maria yawned. Words can't shock you. Harris's eyes hardened. Wrong words can drop steel on your head. Wrong words can cut power to the wrong floor. Wrong words kill. Today you prove it. The foreman's whistle cut through the chaos. Team pulled junction boxes to the north scaffolding. Bring the hammer, drill, and anchors. Move. I grabbed my notebook, but the words tangled in the noise. Junction box, ladder, anchors. Harris glared. What did he say? Bring the hammer, I answered. Maria laughed. Said hammer drill, not hammer. Big difference. Harris snapped, What is the rule? Speak clearly, I muttered. And if you don't, failure correct. Speak clearly or fail clearly. He shoved a toolbox toward me. John, bring the clamp. I froze, panic rising. Clamp. Which clamp? Conduit clamp. Ground clamp. Pipe clamp. I grabbed a conduit coupling instead and handed it up. Harris's face darkened. What mistake? Wrong part. And what does wrong part cause? Delay, confusion, unsafe work. And unsafe work causes? Accidents, fire, death. Maria smirked. So basically you killed us. Correct, Harris said flatly. Older John, narrating. Years later, I was called to investigate a site accident. The foreman shouted, Shut down line 2. My God. The apprentice misheard, line 1. He cut power to a live system carrying hundreds of amps. A welder took the shock straight to the chest. He survived, but barely. The foreman's voice still haunts me. Speak clearly or fail clearly. The foreman walked past and barked, Need the impact? I scrambled and handed him a hammer drill. He glared. Impact driver, not hammer drill. This costs minutes. Minutes cost money. Money costs jobs. Learn the words. Harris barked at me. John, what's the rule when you're not sure? Ask again. And why? To avoid mistakes. Correct? Never fear looking stupid. Fear looking careless at a funeral. Maria raised a conduit bender. So what's this one called? Pipe bender, tube twister. Conduit bender, Harris said sharply. And if I call it wrong, someone brings the wrong tool, wastes time, risks safety? Maria shrugged. At least I'll get muscles carrying the wrong thing. Or you'll get crushed under a wrong load. Harris snapped. He set up a practice. John asked Maria for a tool. Use the wrong word. Maria, respond. I called bring the pliers. Maria brought lineman's pliers. Harris shook his head. Which kind? Corrected. Bring the needle nose pliers.
Ice.
Maria switched tools. Correct, Harris said. Clarity saves time, saves lives. It's older John, narrating. On one job, a worker asked for the wrench. Another handed him a pipe wrench instead of a torque wrench, over-tightened a connector until it cracked. Weeks later, the connection overheated and failed. The fire spread before anyone could shut it down. One wrong word created a fire. We practiced with more commands. Harris barked orders deliberately unclear. Bring me the driver. Which one? I asked. Impact or screw gun, Maria added. Correct, Harris said. Always clarify. He handed me a spool of wire. John, what's this? 12 gauge THN? And what happens if you confuse it with 14 gauge? Overloaded wire? Overheating?
At.
And overheating causes fire. Maria muttered, It always ends the same. Yes, Harris said coldly, because you always forget. By midday, the sun burned down on the steel skeleton. We carried boxes, tools, ladders, each order shouted above the roar of machines. My throat ached from repeating. Maria's voice cracked from asking twice. Harris never smiled, but his nods were approval enough. He quizzed us as we worked. What is the rule before lifting a heavy load? Confirm weight and team. What's the phrase if you need help? Timon lift. What happens if you don't say it? Back injury. And what happens if you say nothing at all? Someone drops the load, Maria groaned. And probably fire too, right? It's not this time, Harris said. This time you just break bones. Older John, narrating. Years later, a laborer lifted a transformer alone. He didn't ask for help. His back gave out and the unit dropped. The corner punched into a conduit. Sparks filled the air. Broken bones, broken wires, broken pride, speak or fall. As the day ended, Harris gathered us near the bench. His eyes were tired, but his voice was iron. Lesson 1. Unclear words create confusion. Lesson 2. Wrong names bring wrong tools. Lesson 3. Silence kills faster than sparks. Speak clearly or fail clearly. Maria sank onto a coil of wire, wiping sweat. So tomorrow, it's just more shouting. No, Harris said. Tomorrow it is silence. Tomorrow you'll learn how silence almost killed a man. Tomorrow you'll learn how one phrase saves an entire crew. My stomach tightened. Silence could be worse than shouting. Don't miss our next episode 15. One phrase, one crew's safety.